Greetings, everyone. David J Coon with Qigong Awareness. Hope you're doing well today. I wanted to speak to you today about the chakra system. I wanted to speak to you about healing, awakening. I wanted to talk to you about the foo-foo practices. I'm kidding, what some people consider foo-foo practices of chakra systems or meridians or whatever the case may be. But let's get into some details about what this has to do with and why you might want to practice some things to make a difference in this chakra ladder which lives in you. So, first of all, we have the chakra ladder. We also have this symbol, which is not on here, but it's a symbol of snakes where it comes up and the two snakes meet and their heads come together like this, and you see it on your doctor's coat. That is considered to be a symbol of health and vitality, and it came from antiquity, which means a long time ago, okay, essentially. So, but the doctor has it on the coat. The ambulance has it on the side of the ambulance, and it is a symbol of health. But that symbol of health actually lives inside of you. So let's talk about how you might work with it, okay? So first of all, without going into all the details about that, we're going to stick with the chakras, but understand that that caduceus, what is called the caduceus, which again is a symbol for health and vitality. It is associated with these chakra centers. It has to do with some other pathways that weave in and out of here called Ida and Pingala, okay, in the Indian, traditional Indian system. All right, down here we have the root chakra right here, below the navel center, sitting between the pelvic bone and the navel center. Here we have the second chakra. This is navel center, okay? This is also the vicinity of the lower dantian in Chinese medicine, traditional Chinese medicine. In Japanese martial arts, we call it the hara. This is a very, very important part of your body. The majority of your lymphatic system is here. The vagus nerve, biggest nerve in your body, starts here. This is the area of your second brain. This is your first brain. This is your second brain. More and more science is coming out about that all the time. What is going on in your gut is so reactive, okay, to the things around you that many scientists and researchers are suggesting that this be called the first brain and this be called the second brain. But I digress. Within this, in the deeper realms of the second chakra, going into and through the second chakra, is the gateway into what is called the lower dantian, which is in the energy body itself, deeper in the energy body. We then move up into the solar plexus. Notice it's yellow. So in the Indian system, it is sometimes called the power center, and this is your third chakra. There are lessons, guys, all along the way here, okay? And we'll get into that a little bit. So right here you have the heart center, okay? This is where we talk about the awakening of the heart, and this is the first, considered to be the first metaphysical level coming from this direction. So there's a reference in the Bible and in other teachings that there was a fall of mankind. The fall, if you get more specific about it, you see, was a fall in frequencies of energy. Okay? So we literally start from all the way up here. That's where you came from, speaking in general. Okay? Dropping down in frequency, dropping down in frequency, dropping down in energy, becoming heavier, 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 and now we're down in root chakra. So that's the reference to the fall that you hear about in the Bible, and you may hear that elsewhere. And you can also see it in the rainbow, okay, going from higher levels of frequency down to lower levels of energy and frequency and heaviness down here, density down here. And you'll hear references of this idea of awakening or this reference of ascension. Ascension, check it out, ascension, climbing back up the chakra ladder. And wow, I wish that was like, you could just do that in a day. You could put some crystals on, do yoga a couple of times, and completely open your heart space. Didn't work that way for me. Everybody's different. So I'll just share with you how you might start doing this for yourself, how I did it, and give you an exercise that we can do along the way. It goes like this. Here's your root chakra. Bring your hands down here below the navel center, between the pelvic bone and the navel center. Hold your hands here. Take a breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do a short version of this practice. We're now going to move the hands to the navel center. The root is where the fear comes from, the anxiety comes from. Survival is the lesson and the name of the game when it comes to the root. We now come to the navel center. This is where your emotions sit. This is the seat of your emotions. Therefore, the seat of your addictions, your relationships, etc., etc. A lot of people gain weight around this area, which is not just physical weight, it's related to energetic weight, heavy weight of emotion, and so on. This is a very important area we need to bring some attention here and bring some energy here. Not only does the second chakra sit here, I told you already, the dantian sits here, the deeper dantian, or in Japanese martial arts, what they call the hara. If you ever see an image of the Buddha, you'll see this area of the Buddha's belly open, and this area will be on fire. This is also why the monks wear a very orange, bright, fiery orange robe, setting this energy on fire. So as we're holding our hands here, we're bringing attention and energy here. We're now going to move that energy and move our hands, our attention first, energy will follow to the solar plexus chakra. The lesson of the solar plexus chakra is personal power. What's the opposite of personal power? Self-doubt. So we have to move through some of these obstacles. Stay here for a moment. In Chinese medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, this would be called the yellow court. Primary organs here would be the liver and the spleen. I'm sorry, yeah, liver and the spleen. Liver on this side, spleen on this side. Inhale, exhale. Now, I had something very profound happen after doing a lot of practices, after having healing work done on me, after doing medical Qigong practices, breath work, all of these things. I had something very profound happen. When this energy here began to open up, and this energy opened up really significantly right here for me, it became like a whirlpool of energy in my chest. And I lost awareness of my body, and my third eye, which sits here, was filled with emerald greens. It was amazing. This basic chakra practice of laying attention here now, solar plexus, and now we're going to climb a little further. If you start to feel dizzy or anything at all while we're doing this, just, sit down, shake it off, and then kind of stomp your feet, not too hard, but lightly stomp and march on the floor. That'll help get you grounded. For some of you, this may be too much, too fast, so you have to play with that. So now I'm going to hold this here, okay? I'll do it again, this one. I'll just do 10. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to take a breath in. I'm going to bring my hands to the throat. That's bringing us into this area right here of this bluish color here. I'm going to hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm now going to draw a line. This is the Ren channel. I'm going to come right up under my lip, under my nose. I'm going to come right up here to the third eye. In Oriental medicine and traditional Chinese medicine, we call this point right here the Yin Tong brow chakra. Okay, this is related also to the third eye and the chakra that sits right here between the eyebrows. And in India, you can see they'll sometimes put a little dot right there between their eyebrows. So I'm holding that with my middle finger. I'm going to hold it there. I'm holding it, okay? This other hand kind of gesturing downward, trying to keep me grounded here a little bit. And I'm standing, you can't see my feet, but I'm roughly standing in a standing tree meditation, feet just below the shoulders, okay? And I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to draw the line straight up here. This is the Ren channel. I'm going to come right up here. Right to the top, there's a point here at the kind of in the center of the top of the head. There's like a little divot up there. It's right in that vicinity. It's called the Ba Hui point. And right here, I'm going to use my middle finger and I'm kind of like circling around that area. And I'm starting to, very slightly, but starting to awaken, activate that seventh chakra. I'm going to take my other hand, doesn't matter which hand you're using, but I'm going to place it at the lower rim of my belly button. I'm going to hold my hand just like this. And now I'm just going to do it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to inhale. Exhale. I'm going to bring my hands together to heart space. This is in the area of the fourth chakra right here. Okay, I'll hold there for a minute. less than a minute, but just going to hold here for a few seconds here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to let my hands come down. I'm going to inhale as my hands are coming up. And I'm going to exhale as I sink. Exhales through the mouth to get grounded. This is a little introduction to the chakra system and how you can start playing with climbing your energy upward. Because let's say you were in heart space, you were in a good space, things were going pretty good in your life. Maybe you're a meditator, you practice Qigong, maybe yoga or something, and you're in a good heart space, and then something happens between you and a friend, or something, troublesome happens in your world, right? If your consciousness falls back down to here, you're going to become very emotional. If it falls back down here, you're going to become very fearful, more than just certain emotions, okay? You're going to be very fearful down here. Here, you may have some fear. You may also have between these areas here some confusion. As we come up into here and we get into the liver side of things, you might get caught up in frustration with the kidneys, getting caught up in confusion. But understand something. These are levels of consciousness. Learning to climb your way back up here is what the journey's about. And don't let anybody fool you and tell you that these are just energy centers, because I want you to go check this out on the internet for yourself, or check out some of the other videos that I've made. Every single one of these energy centers houses a set of endocrine glands. And if you're not sure what they are, look them up. They deliver hormones in your body, and they are the most powerful cell to cell communicators in your body. They reach from head to toe, and they literally speak to your DNA. And many, many Western medicine medications are designed to act like hormones. Why? Because hormones can kick butt when it comes to healing or taking out a virus or something. And they can also make you younger, but they can also make you old, and they can make you sick depending on what kind of messages are being delivered. So it's just a little taste of this. There's a lot more to be said and a lot more to be understood, but this gives you a little bit of a practice and a little bit of a reference for the 7 chakras. If you have any questions, give me a shout in the comments. I'll do what I can to point you in the right direction to learn some more about this. Thanks for tuning in. David J Coon with Qigong Awareness. Have a great day.